Hey, my name is Caleb. My company is Now You See Me Lighting. Basically, how our lighting system works is it's tied into a security system. So when the security system is triggered via burglary or a medical emergency or the fire alarm, it will actually light up and show first responders the address. So it will show the actual house numbers on the street. This has been a big problem for first responders for a while, because obviously they have GPS to get to the right street, but a lot of times people don't have a street number that's visible, so they do have a hard time finding which house it actually is once they get to the right street. And so I've talked to several firefighters, paramedics, and police officers, all of which said it could benefit their response time, because a lot of times those street numbers aren't visible on people's houses. So especially if we tied in a red strobe light or a blue strobe light that would indicate a medical or fire. Those are the two most important ones. Blue is universally understood as a medical emergency, whereas red is universally understood as fire. So that would really benefit both paramedics and firefighters, because they do respond to both, which is really nice. And the other thing is we want to be incorporated into complexes, or apartment complexes rather, and assisted living places, because firefighters and paramedics have both told me those are the most difficult places to find who is actually having the emergency. They have to knock several doors, talk to several people just to figure out where they need to go. So it would be very critical that when they actually entered the complex into an assisted living community or into an apartment complex, the streets would have the indicator lights in them. So on the street signs, it would light up blue or red depending on whether it was a medical emergency or a fire. It would tell the firefighters or paramedics which way they need to go. And then the indicator lights would also be on the specific building where they need to go, and then it will be over the specific apartment or room that they need to go to. That way they can just run through the complex looking for the light, rather than reading through and trying to check every house number and trying to talk to different people. But the way I plan on getting this to market is actually through the door-to-door industry, with security companies like Vivint here. The reason why I want to do door-to-door is because a lot of times when people see products like these on the shelf, they don't understand their real value unless someone is able to paint a picture of when it is needed. It's one of those things like glass breaks, no one really understands what they are until you have a guy like me explain to you that they can be critical in making sure that the police are called during a break-in. Same thing goes for this product. Hopefully our customers will never have to use it, but unfortunately bad things happen, and we want to make sure that first responders have the easiest time they can to actually find the house they need to go to. That way it will lower response times and hopefully save lives in the end. But I've done the math. The company I work for right now, they do 100,000 or 200,000 accounts every summer, and so if my product was incorporated into their accounts next summer, and I made $10 royalty on all of my products, I'd be sitting around $2 million in one summer, which wouldn't be bad at all. And the plan is to actually sell the patent, so I wouldn't have to deal with any manufacturing or overhead. But the next steps I need to take to move forward is to get enough capital to go ahead and get the patent, hire attorneys, and go through the right process to make sure that I'm doing it right so no one can steal my idea.